basic rotation combo and, you know, continue on with the game. Now, say you're holding aggro. Alright, you're gonna do your combo. You're gonna do tomahawk, overpower once, flash twice, right? And then when you go to hit them, you just hit them with butcher's block. No, I'm sorry, not butcher's block. Heavy swing, skull sender, then butcher's block. I like to keep the combos together on one side so that it's just easier to access. So you're not like, oh, heavy swings R2X or skull sender is L2 square. You know, so you're not going back and forth like how I'm showing you right now. Really, when you get higher up into the dungeons, it's important to have higher gear. You know, just have a little bit higher gear. If a DPS has more HP than you, then you're not fit to run that dungeon because you really need to have some higher gear. When you're starting off as a paladin or a warrior, most people have opinions on how the attribute points should be spent. I, for instance, when I first started playing as my warrior, I loved everything on strength because you had so much power. But because now I'm tanking as my main class, I transferred most of it to my vitality. Like, I have 3 on strength still. The rest are on vitality. But the strength was just so I had power in case I was, you know, off tank or something. Most people just say, oh, throw it on vitality, and that's okay too, because vitality also increases your strength and your defense. If you're unclear on what each attribute does, if you go to your character menu and you hover over each one, you know, it'll tell you. It explains it perfectly. How else do I do this? Okay, so if you're level 48, I want to say 48, 50, let's say you jumped from 30 to 50, you went up 20 levels, and you're still trying to figure out how to do a rotation or something, you know. So say, let me pick one of my friends and we'll use an example. Alright, like my boy Aiden, he's level 39. He's level 39 warrior right now. Say he hits 40, alright? So he's level 40 now. And at level 40, if he did the class quest, he unlocked Inner Beast and Unchained. So I don't really use Unchained a lot. I mean, it notifies damage, penalty, you know, inflicted by Defiance really. But I don't see a use in it when Defiance can deal much more damage within the time. So Inner Beast I'll only use if I'm like really in a pickle, should I say? Because you need to, first of all, you need to have the max level of Defiance up, so that's gonna take some time to build. But say you're low on HP and you're like, what the fuck, healer, heal me or something, you know? So I would just, you know, hit him with Brutal Swing. I'm sorry, not Brutal Swing, Inner Beast. And basically you get a nice, decent size of HP. If you're starting out, you know, and you got like item level 45, 40-ish, or even 35, you'll get like 200, 300 HP from a hit. If you're higher up and your gear is the very top class, then you'll get all these moves. You got Thrill of the Battle, Storm's Pass, Homing Gang, Vengeance. You know, you're about to get Storm's Eye, and you're like, what? You get Steel Cyclone too. And basically, how I like to start my high level dungeons, that's, you know, 45 or higher, because you'll still have access to the Steel Cyclone move. And what Steel Cyclone is basically a huge AoE that holds aggro for a mob. It's like how the Paladins have, you know, their freaking circle, the level 50 AoE move. The level 45 Steel Cyclone is the one for the warrior. It helps you hold aggro better, and even more, you'll get more moves that help you with aggro along the way. Like Thrill of Battle, it increases your HP by 20% and restores a certain amount. Now, because I have Defiance on, my 8k HP jumps to 10k. Now say I triggered the Thrill of the Battle, and I just did. I got 2007. I got 2079 HP back, so my HP jumped from 10k to 12k. And it comes in handy, but I only use it when my HP drops about halfway. So when I'm at 5,000, I put that on, so that way my 5,000 turns into 7,000. And along the way, you know, it just comes in handy in case the healer is trying to heal a DPS real quick or heal themselves. You drop Thrill of the Battle. My combo is Thrill of the Battle, Bloodbath, and then I drop Inner Beast. So that way, in the long run, I'm getting HP no matter what. Whether the healer's healing me or not. It comes in handy too in case you're on like the last fight and the healer dies. That combo right there will definitely come in handy until it's, you know, gotta cool down. But most people don't realize that. But it's alright, because like I said, everybody has their own rotation, and this is mine. So, you know, you don't have to use it. It's not preferred. It's just a lot of people are requesting a video for this, so that's what I'm doing. Now, you get the move Storm Path. And that comes in handy. That will come in handy with your whole, oh, I need HP combo that I was just explaining. Because Storm Path will actually give you, you know, some HP back for your hit. It'll give you about, you know, 10 to 20% HP back. So say, and for that combo to actually work, you need to move main. That's what I was talking about. So like, say you go heavy swing, then you go main, and then you hit them with Storm's Eye. Storm's Eye is a great move, you know, when it comes to it. Oh shit, wrong. Sorry, hang on, give me a second, guys. Storm's Eye is a great move when it comes down to it. It'll drop a DOT on them, but that's level 50. So you don't have level 50, you only have, you know, Storm's Path. And it comes in handy in the long run, so, you know. So, like I was saying, sorry, I got off topic. So it would be heavy swing, maim, and then it would be Storm's Path. So you would get HP. Now say you're like, oh, I need HP right now. You're at 5k HP. Boom, drop. Thrill of the Battle. Hit Bloodbath. If you want, hit Foresight too. If you do a combo range and you hit them with work at the same time, and you go maim, you know, heavy swing, maim, and then Storm's Path, you'll get a nice, you know, HP range, and you'll also get, you know, Inner Beast. So by then you'll be maxed out on your Defiance for that combo, and you hit them with Inner Beast, you get about 200-300 HP back, and you're pretty much good to go for like another 4 hits. Now, say you're level 50, and you're like, I need a level 50 rotation, which is basically what I have in my second hotbar set, which I will show you. So, in my second hotbar set, I stick to the basic, you know, I go heavy swing, heavy swing, main, Skull Sender, Butcher's Block. I have Brutal Swing up at the top, but that's because, like I said, if you use Berserk and you don't have a healer that uses Insuna or Leeches, or they forget to use it and you're waiting, you use Butcher's Block, you stun them, you're good for a couple hits. Also, it might help kill them faster. And when you're starting off at a like high level dungeon, what I like to do is I like to use Infuriate, and then I, you know, throw a Tomahawk at them, hit them with one with Cyclone, and then I hit them with Overpower. In the end, when you're first fighting a mob, no matter what you're doing, it doesn't matter if it's just starting your first mob or not, you're using that Foresight skill. Using the Foresight skill, because it will increase your defense, and that is what you really need. And alright, you're level 50, right? You're like, what do? I need a good combo, a decent combo. Because when you're in high level dungeons, you got some badass healers, you know. So what I like to use is Storm's Eye over Storm's Path. Also at level 50, you get Infuriate, which is the move I was talking about earlier. And it'll max out your level of Wrath, so it'll give you all 5 units. and it comes in handy because then you can just use the Steel Cyclone move even faster. Or if you're in a pinch, you use Infuriate and then Inner Beast if you need HP. You know, that comes in handy as well. So while you're running it, you want to go. So you're running. I do, like, say I'm in Garuda Extreme or something, and I'm pulling aggro. I'm gonna do Tomahawk, Steel Cyclone, Overpower, and then at the beginning, it's just gonna be Heavy Swing, Skull Sender, Butcher's Block. Keep the immunity up. You don't want your off tank taking it, especially if you're main tank. The off tank is there basically for the ads. So if your off tank has the aggro, just try to get it back. If that's the case, and you use the move Provoke, which is what I spoke about earlier, the cross-class skill from the Paladin, and it'll put you right back on top of the aggro list, and you'll have the aggro back. Now, Flash, in high-level dungeons, I don't really use Flash, but most people do. It is, like I said, it's a personal preference. It is what it is. For me, I just use Steel Cyclone, Tomahawk, Overpower in my 3-hit combos. Heavy Swing, Skull Sender, Butcher Block. I tend to hold immunity pretty well, especially if I have a Black Mage in my party and they're just overpowered and throwing Fire 2 or some AoE move that can steal the aggro. It holds pretty well. Now, most people, they like to have, combos on one side and buffs on the other. That's what I like to do. I like to have my combos on one side. For my rotation early, the only time I switch to my hotbar 3 for any move necessary is if I need Inner Beast. Because right now, I'm a PS4 player, so in this case, my L2 side, my left side, all my buffs, Defiance, Foresight, Bloodbath, Thrill of the Battle, Berserk, Vengeance, Infuriate, and Steel Cyclone. It's just so it's quick, easy access. On my right side is where I'll use to fight. I'll have Heavy Swing, Skull Sender, Butcher Block. I like to keep my combos close together, so X, Square, and Circle is my fastest way to hit a combo. If necessary and you have 2 combos, try to keep it close. So for me, my Heavy Swing main in Storm's Eye is X down directional and left directional. I always keep Tomahawk or any skill that you really need to throw. Like if you're throwing the lance, if you're a dragoon, or if you're throwing your shield as a paladin, or the axe as the warrior. Even when you're a rogue and rogue slash ninja and you're throwing knives, I like to keep all that on my R2 up directional because it's just quick and easier access for me. And say like you're running and you're getting close, you can just hit it real fast and you're good. Overpower, like I said, I only use it once. Unless I really need to use it more than once and I don't have the aggro yet, I'll use it 2 more times. I'll use it to a total of 3 times in one mob, if necessary. Otherwise than that, I just keep up with it. You got a decent healer, or even a great healer, and you got a good team, then you'll be set. Really, if you follow this rotation, you don't have to. You can though. Or even if you want tips and you need me to explain it again, but write it to you. Let me know. If you're on the Corel server and you're watching this for Final Fantasy 14 or Realm Reborn, hit me up. The name's just the same as my YouTube channel, Red X Alpha. So I'm just gonna keep this sweet and short and sweet. So till then, it's your boy Red X Alpha. Peace. Hey guys, I know it was a lengthy video, but thanks for hanging in there. That's my warrior rotation really, so special shout out to my boy Aiden because he needed a warrior rotation and wanted to know mine. So I told him I'd make this video. If you liked it, please leave a like. If not, if you want to write something to me, just drop it in the comment section below. Until then, it's your boy Red X Alpha. Peace.